Female sacrifice in chick lit romance. A look at how certain fictional, popular narratives of chick lit can demonstrate topical feminist discussions. Chick lit romances frequently display a first-person narrative perspective of the female protagonist who is usually, but is not limited to being, single, has a career in the media, a great group of friends, is self-deprecating, humorous, and desires a male companion. What is most interesting about these novels are their portrayal of issues facing women. These issues include ambiguous feelings towards desiring to find love in a society constructed around heterosexual couples, while simultaneously not wanting to lose their independence. As Natalie McCall elaborates, quote, "In the past, feminism in romance has been inspired by developments in the evolving politics and beliefs in the real-world feminist movement. Some critics deride romance fiction as a disposable genre because the books are written and published so quickly. However, this gives writers the opportunity to be topical and on track with, and sometimes even ahead of, the zeitgeist. At best, romance novels can take feminist ideas that are discussed in academia and politics and share them with their readers. In the end, love, with happy endings, and feminism, in the form of female empowerment, form a couple that is made for each other." End quote. There is a sense of usefulness of a genre's disposability. So chick lit, or romance in general, is not alive with intrinsic value. It changes with its social environment. Chick lit, as a genre of romance fiction, specifically focuses on the female protagonist's emotions and feelings towards similar issues to what academic feminists look at: dating, sexual harassment, misogyny, beauty expectations. Let's look at an example with Sofia Khan, a Muslim woman, and her views on female sacrifice. Ayesha Malik's Sofia Khan is Not Obliged follows Sofia Khan, a British Muslim woman who consistently contends with discrimination due to her ethnicity, religious, gender, and single status. The novel centers on this female protagonist's professional task to write a book which gives, quote, "a fascinating insight into modern Muslim dating and marriage," end quote. Malik's use of dramatic irony is clear. Her fictional novel, Sofia Khan is Not Obliged, provides readers with a fascinating insight into modern Muslim dating and marriage, just like the book which we see Sofia writing throughout the novel. When discussing marriage with her friend Foz, who says, quote, "men are never the ones to make sacrifices," end quote, Sofia thinks that it, quote, "seems all the goats in the world are female," end quote. Although Foz is referring to the verb sacrifice to mean foregoing or losing something, Sofia immediately draws on the fact that goats are described as sacrificed by Muslims engaged in Hajj during the celebration of Eid, though these animals are not foregoing or losing something, but rather slaughtered. Here, it is almost as though Sofia refers to women as partially getting destroyed when engaging in marriage, symbolizing them losing part of themselves when compensating for another person. Her feminist agenda is clear when she states, quote, "note for book, don't be a goat," end quote. Through her advocating in her Muslim dating book that women should not be goats, she is indicating to her audience that women should not, ever, make any sacrifices. Sofia makes this especially clear with her own love life, when she will not marry anyone who is not Muslim, no matter how much she is in love with them. Feminist points made in the following non-fiction texts are also clear in Malik's piece of chick lit fiction. For example, Malik's implied desire to disrupt, as Margaretha A. Van S. deems the, quote, "oppressed Muslim woman stereotype," end quote, is accomplished by showing such an empowered Muslim woman as her female protagonist. Next, Malik's implied desire to illustrate, as Nafessa Ali et al. States how recently British Muslim women have started to, quote, "make decisions about what is acceptable to talk about and do while remaining within the boundaries of their faith and identity," end quote, is accomplished by showing Sofia as commanding women in her book to not be goats and sacrifice themselves, despite what they are told they should do. This is also emphasized with Sofia consistently evaluating what she considers acceptable and unacceptable in the religion she is devoted to. For Sophia, it is halal, acceptable, to discuss sex, to admire others for having it, to engage in unchaperoned dating, to sign up to online dating, to engage in flirtatious teasing, and to be part of a polyamorous marriage. Then, for Sophia, it is haram, so unacceptable, to have sex before marriage, to hug or touch a non-related male, or allow them to see her without a hijab on. So, to summarise, this narrative slideshow looks at how feminist points made in non-fiction texts, such as to do with female sacrifice, are also clear in certain popular chick lit fiction, such as Sofia Khan is Not Obliged. Further research would look at other chick lit texts, such as Bridget Jones' Diary, Sex and the City, or more recently Queenie, to see if they too demonstrate feminist points made in non-fiction texts.